What's up, everybody? I already know that you're going to click off of this video in the first 30 seconds, so I'm just going to jump right into it. The inspiration for this week comes from a man named Ross Edgley. If you don't know who Ross is, he is the first and only man, I believe, to swim around the entire Great Britain. Yes, that is correct. He swam all the way around Great Britain. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the inspiration that I took from his story, and I hope that it resonates with some people out there because this guy has done really something amazing. I think that feat is pretty much unfathomable for the average person. So anyway, first part of his story that I took inspiration from. He was in the water for 157 days, meaning he got in the water in June, I believe it was June 1st. He got out of the water sometime in November. He was in the water for 157 days straight, swimming 6 hours, resting 6 hours, swimming 6 hours, resting 6 hours. He did that for basically almost 6 months straight. Now, the message that stood out to me about that was mental fortitude. So all I could think about when I was listening to that portion of this guy's story was the mental fortitude that it might take to just keep getting in and out of the water for 157 days straight. I don't know what anyone else has been through in their lifetime. I don't know what it would take to cause someone to get to that place, but that's something that I try to focus on a lot, is mental fortitude and trying to keep your mind right while you're working towards whatever you're trying to achieve. Secondly, this man had pieces of his tongue falling off during this swim. He had pieces of his tongue actually disintegrating and dissolving out of his mouth because of the salt water that he was swimming in for so long. So the only word that stuck out to me in that part of his story was the word sacrifice. So I'm trying to think of, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to your goals? What are you willing to push yourself to? What limits are you willing to try to test in yourself to get to the goals that you're looking for? This guy, I can't imagine looking at pieces of my tongue falling off and still getting back into the water. That's just a feat of sacrifice that I feel like most people aren't willing to give. And he actually mentions in his Joe Rogan video, which I'll probably use as the review video for this piece of inspiration. So the third part of his story that I also drew from was this guy's high level of intelligence. I didn't know much about Ross before I saw this clip on Joe Rogan, but as I watched his podcast play out, it's very, very evident how precise and intelligent of an approach he took towards this goal. So all I could think about was all the little details that he had to pay massive attention to, and all the little finite maneuvers that he has to make on that journey to accomplish that goal. So I was just really, really impressed with his overall level of intelligence and the attention that he paid to every little detail in this journey. That's something that I try to take with me as I try to accomplish my goals, is paying attention to all the details. And I know that no one's perfect, and I know that no one's ever going to get everything right on the very first try, but all you can do is pay attention to those details and work forward trying to progress. So those were the three main points that I really took from this guy's story. Was one, just the mental fortitude that it's going to take for people to accomplish big goals. To be the first man to actually swim all the way around Great Britain is an amazing feat, but what kind of mental fortitude do you actually have to put forth to accomplish that goal? Second, what are you willing to sacrifice? What limits are you willing to push yourself to actually accomplish what you're setting out to accomplish, what you're looking to achieve? That was the second piece of inspiration that I picked up from his story. Third piece of inspiration was being detail-oriented and taking an intelligent and strategic approach to whatever your process is. So aside from just loving the process, you have to start to thinking about optimizing the process. Think about strategically taking each step. So those were the three main pieces of inspiration that I took from this guy's video, this guy's story. I'm definitely going to be keeping up with Ross Edgley after this, so if you guys like Joe Rogan, I'll definitely put that link hopefully in the description for the video that I'm using. And I'm hopefully out of your hair. So I will catch you guys next week and make some more improvements. Hopefully change a few more things up, and we'll see how it comes out. So I'll see you guys then.